Hi, it's Muffin. This is a very special video as it is a special build to mark me reaching 100 subscribers on YouTube. Initially, as a joke between some of my friends, I was gonna replicate one of my cousin's house in Minecraft and low-key dox him, but given that he's a lawyer, I'd just be getting sued. So instead, I did a more sensible build, something that captures that 100 figure. So rather than making 100 individual things, I played with that word of Centurion, came to Centurion being one of those Roman commanders. And so you can see that statue that I made to capture that 100 value, and it's positioned at the spawn point at the heart of my world. In my opinion, Minecraft is an art when you're building in creative, and so with every artwork or everything that you do, you should set out to challenge yourself. And for me, creating organics is one of my challenges, to ensure that the proportions are correct. And so this video and this build is me pushing out of my comfort zone and playing with organic shapes, being this horse that is standing on its hind legs. Since I was a kid, I had always wanted to play Minecraft, because it is an endlessly creative game, and doing art and being an engineer all come together in playing Minecraft and creating builds and just being able to express my visions or images that come to mind. I can create a story behind it, and it's just my world that I'm able to completely influence and create the story behind. And so being able to share these builds and to see them find an audience and to have that audience follow, and being 100 individual people that have decided to follow me means a lot, and thank you all. To those who take the time out of their day to click on the video and watch it, and leave a comment or a like, thank you all as well. I thought that for the remainder of the video I'd fly through over all the builds that I've shown so far, and there are many more to come. So the first build that I made in this world, and the first video that I thought be appropriate for it, was Dawn, being the heart of the semi-religious ideology in this world, and at its foot sits Dawnfall, which was part of that first video. Then it went over to the docks of Dawnfall, which was another one of my initial videos. Then following the same path, how they're all interconnected, we approached Errant, which was my second big city that I shared with everyone. In these videos I always showed how there is some story behind all of my builds, and with each region having its own style of building and its own religions and its own trades interactions with the other kingdoms, and how they all are in harmony with one another. Then we approach Jürgendelv, and at the foot of Jürgendelv there is this peaceful little village in the valley that I made, a video on recently. This village benefits greatly off of the trade routes, especially to Drakland, which is my Roman themed build that I shared in one of my recent videos. Drakland was my second build that I made in this world, where I genuinely tried to push my comfort zones and play with different colours and shapes and scale, being largely inspired by Elden Ring. And so, due to it being one of the earlier builds, you can see that compared to my more recent builds, it is lacking detail. I haven't shown this part as it's something that's still undergoing development, especially because I'm working on a massive basilica, probably the biggest basilica built. Sometimes I end up losing inspiration for a build if I've been working on it for too long, and a result of that is that I then start building things all across the world, like this abandoned kingdom. If you have any of your own ideas that you'd like me to build, or have seen something that's being built and would like me to add it to my world, please do suggest them, as they continue to give me inspiration and they genuinely add to the story of the world. Similar to how the Moonrise Tower on the left was one of the suggested builds, as well as the Citadel, which was my most recent video that if you haven't seen, go check it out. I spent a lot of time building it and I think it looks quite nice. I feel that YouTube in the past years has lost its allure. From when I was a child, today's YouTube just does not feel the same. Today I feel that everything is catered to a very short attention span, ever moving, action packed mindset, and I think it harms the population genuinely. I think it halts an individual's ability to think and be creative and appreciate little things. And so, for something that I view as being my art, although sometimes it's more appropriate as a time lapse, I like to present it more often as the art itself, and that people appreciate and value the build rather than the process of the build. If this type of content is to your liking, consider subscribing, and inshallah my channel continues to grow. Thank you to everyone that takes the time out of their day to watch the videos. Thank you to the 100 people that have followed me. If you have any future suggestions for builds, leave them down in the comments below. Leave a like if you've enjoyed it, subscribe, and most importantly, have a good day.